I was diagnosed with breast cancer in February 11, and this was as a result of a recall mammogram. I typically was out of the country doing some research in Ireland when the letter came for the recall, so I got it a week later. I went in without a thought that anything would be wrong, and of course was examined, and they found nodular cancer, which didn't show on both views of the mammogram. It only showed on one view. So this was on a Thursday. By the Tuesday, I was being operated on in Glenfield General Hospital to remove the cancer. However, I was only in for a day case. However, they didn't get all of the cancer cells, so I then subsequently had to go back, and I was operated again on by Miss Shakui, and this time she took a wider margin. The margin is the distance they like to have round the cancerous site. This sounds quite straightforward. At the time, it was traumatic beyond belief. You're hit with sort of a wrecking ball when the word cancer is said to you in the room. And I was in floods of tears, and I couldn't take it in, and I could take very little information in about this, but it all happened so very quickly. I had no time to think about it. There may have been a moment. I think they at first told me that it was not cancerous, and then the next time I went, which was a couple of days later, they said, oh, it is. And that was, it plunged into a place you never think you'd go. And it's the shock. The shock of a diagnosis of cancer is immense, and let nobody tell you otherwise. It affects your whole body and your mind, and you cannot, however strong you think you are, and I thought I was a strong person, and I think I am, it is a devastation that you cannot comprehend before that is said to you, even though you know you are getting the very best treatment. And I did have the very best treatment at Glenfield with the surgeons, the nurses, the practitioners, all of them. Everybody was kind, understanding, and tolerant. But to them, it is another case. To you and to me, it was, well, it was personal. And of course, I asked myself, where did this come from? And I'm afraid that answer is not an easy one, and it doesn't come